So, 10 years ago, at this date, the 9th of January, Steve Jobs announced the first iPhone, the iPhone 2G. It looked like this. So, yeah, at that time, phones were still, they were just not powerful like, computers, and they weren't really that much useful. People just used them for making phone calls and texting people. The smartphones of the time were really hard to use. The dumb phones weren't, but they had no good, useful, good features. So the iPhone changed that, but I know people were really mad because of the price. It was $600, and they weren't used to it. Not, today we are used to it. A normal flagship costs $649, I think. So yeah, so I'm gonna show you the footage from the event from CNET.
Today, we're introducing 3 revolutionary products of this class. The first one is a widescreen iPod with touch controls. The second is a revolutionary mobile phone. And the third is a breakthrough internet communications device. So, 3 things: a widescreen iPod with touch controls, a revolutionary mobile phone, and a breakthrough internet communications device. An iPod, a phone, and an internet communicator. An iPod, a phone. Are you getting it? These are not 3 separate devices. This is one device. And we are calling it iPhone. Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone. And here it is. No. So, we're going to reinvent the phone. Now, we're going to start with a revolutionary user interface. It is the result of years of research and development. And, of course, it's an interplay of hardware and software. Now, why do we need a revolutionary user interface? I mean, here's 4 smartphones, right? Motorola Q, the BlackBerry, Palm Treo, Nokia E62, the usual suspects. And what's wrong with their user interfaces? Well, the problem with them is really sort of in the bottom 40 there. It's this stuff right here. They all have these keyboards that are there whether you need them or not to be there. So how are we going to take this to a mobile device? Well, what we're going to do is get rid of all these buttons and just make a giant screen. A giant screen. Now, how are we going to communicate this? We don't want to carry around a mouse, right? So what are we going to do? Oh, a stylus, right? We're going to use a stylus. No. No. Who wants a stylus? You have to get them and put them away and you lose them. Yuck. Nobody wants a stylus. So let's not use a stylus. We're going to use the best pointing device in the world. We're going to use a pointing device that we're all born with. We're born with 10 of them. We're going to use our fingers. We're going to touch this with our fingers. And we have invented a new technology called multi-touch, which is phenomenal. It works like magic. You don't need a stylus. It's far more accurate than any touch display that's ever been shipped. It ignores unintended touches. It's super smart. You can do multi-finger gestures on it. And boy, have we patented it. So, and this is what it looks like. It's got a 3.5-inch screen on it. It's really big. And it's the highest resolution screen we've ever shipped. It's 160 pixels per inch. Highest we've ever shipped. It's gorgeous. And on the front, there's only one button down there. We call it the home button. It takes you home from wherever you are. And that's it. Let's look at the back. On the back, the biggest thing of note is we got a 2-megapixel camera built right in. The other side, and we're back on the front. So let's take a look at the top now. We've got a headset jack, 3.5 millimeter. All your iPod headphones fit right in. We've got a little tray for your SIM card, and we've got one switch for sleep and wake. Just push it to go to sleep, push it to wake up. And we're going to do it again with the iPhone in 2007. And we're very excited about this. And you know,
so as you can see, people really couldn't believe it. Like, you know, he was really saying some valid points. Most of the time now, we don't need keyboards. Because, you know, if you're on YouTube, you're just scrolling to your subscriptions or the home page. You don't need a keyboard, and they just had a keyboard that's using like more than 50% of the entire phone. And Steve Jobs decided to remove it. It was all screen, and people couldn't believe it because it was huge at the time. Now it's considered very, very small, but it was pretty huge for the time. So, yeah, they really decided to change something. OS X was running on the background of that phone. It was really uncustomizable. That's what people know Apple by today. But at that time, it was really, really uncustomizable, not like now. Now you can just jailbreak and, you know, do a lot of stuff. But yeah, really interesting. 10 years of that phone, I just can't believe it. I mean, I don't own an iPhone, but it is really a phone that changed the world. Despite people saying, like, no, it didn't. Samsung phones were the first big phones. iPhones copied them. No, it's like saying a 30-inch iMac, let's say like that. They made a 30-inch iMac, and a Windows computer that's 30 inches. Oh, that computer's just copying the iMac. Like, nobody's going to say that. Nobody. Because that's so idiotic. If you hate Apple, I don't care, do what you want. But it is a phone that really did change the world. And, you know, rest in peace, Steve Jobs, truly a great innovator. He changed a whole lot in this world, and he is missed by people. People do say these days, like, Apple is nothing, Apple really changed when Steve Jobs left, now they're making pure crap, nothing good. No, to some degree you're right, but, you know, it's not like, you know, the iPhone 6 Plus and, you know, the 7 Plus and all those phones are great, and Steve Jobs was not there when they were built, but Johnny Ive was. You know, he is also really great. There's nothing wrong with him. Yeah, it was really a world-changing device when you think about it. Everybody has a phone now. Like, doesn't matter which phone, it's probably a smartphone. Even 8-year-olds have it. It's really depressing. But yes. That's how it is. An 8-year-old has a better phone than me. I wanna die. Okay. This is Tech Block, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.